On today's throwback, we're going to be looking at, oh, here he is, guys. We're going to be looking at Angel. I think of all the videos that I have shot, I don't even know how many I've shot now, but I think of all the videos I've shot, this is probably the most controversial figure that I have reviewed. Not controversial for what the character is or the figure itself, but what this guy, what Butterfingers did when I shot the initial review. I'll get into that in a second. I know you guys are already stopping this video and probably watching the initial video. Don't. Watch this video first. This figure is, again, from the Sentinel series. Collect all 7 Sentinel series figures and build your own giant 16-inch Sentinel. As you can see, much like Sinister, he's already been opened up because, of course, this is a throwback. Make no sense if it was a sealed character and I was doing a throwback on him. Superposable, 36 points of articulation. On the back of the package, the other figures in this wave: Cyclops, we've got first appearance of Spider-Man, Mystique, Omega Red, Black Panther, Mr. Sinister, and finally Angel. Angel does come with a blue costume version. Personally, I'm kind of more of a fan of the red. I don't know. I think I'm more of a fan of the red than I am the blue. Read-up says, before the battle between good and evil mutants escalated to the brink of a genetic war, carefree millionaire Warren Worthington III was the high-flying heroic Angel. Warren Worthington is a mutant who can fly by means of natural wings which span 16 feet from tip to tip. Archangel's entire anatomy was adapted for flight. His bones are hollow like birds. His body is virtually devoid of fat. He possesses greater proportionate muscle strength than a normal human. His eyes can withstand high-speed winds, and a special membrane in his respiratory system allows him to extract oxygen from the air at extreme velocities and altitudes. There we go. Alright guys, you looking forward to it? It's controversial. What we'll do is we'll get this figure opened up and we'll have a good look at Angel. So don't go anywhere, guys. Stay tuned. Alright, and there he falls. The comic Angel comes with is X-Men number 5. See the most unusual teenagers of all time at their fighting best when they learn the Angel is trapped. Magneto and his evil mutants, more dangerous than ever, strike again. A great case, I think I mentioned this a couple of times already, a great case actually if you don't have the original X-Men comics for one reason or another, you haven't sold your firstborn, you haven't taken out a second mortgage on your house to buy X-Men number 1 or number 5 in this case. A great opportunity, Angel's still sleeping, a great opportunity to actually just pick up a comic and also a figure. Speaking of figure, I've got him in this weird stance right now. Kind of looks like he's doing a pee-pee dance. I gotta go. But yes, of all the figures I've reviewed, Angel stands out as the most controversial. And you might say, you new person who has never watched my videos, you're probably saying, why is he so controversial? Well, this guy right here, this guy, when he was putting on the wings, what did he do? Well, I can tell you this, he put the wings on the wrong way. Bit of a shame, really, because when I first opened up the package, the figure was all ready. I had all my stuff set up. I had my Coke next to me. I had my bag of chips. Actually, I probably didn't have a bag of chips, but I did have a soda next to me that I could sip in between shots. And I had the wings placed out just right, that when I put them on, I knew I was going to have them right. And for one reason or another, I grabbed it, boom, put them on the wrong way. Fellow YouTuber and Marvel Legend aficionado, using big words, Shartimus Prime actually posted a video and commented I did it wrong. Yeah. I don't blame the guy. I certainly don't blame the guy. I probably would be the type to say the same thing too. Dude, you put the wings on the wrong way. What is wrong with you? So for that, I say thank you, Shartimus, and thank you, everyone who commented that. It just shows your passion for these toys, and I certainly can understand where you guys are coming from. But a great-looking figure, we'll get back to the figure here, great-looking figure of Angel. Now, I tell you the one thing I don't correct and I don't change about the initial video is that in the initial video, I commented that he looked like Trip Tucker from Star Trek Enterprise? There's also been other stuff too. He was in Stargate Atlantis as the Wraith human hybrid. Can't remember the guy's name now. You see that? I can't remember the guy's name. I think his name is David. That's not right, I know. But he was also in Stargate Atlantis. I think he looks like him. Now, some people have said, no, sir, he looks like Brad Pitt. I could see the Brad Pitt, but I think I see Trip Tucker a little bit more. So there, I'm sticking to my opinion. In the way of his wings are incredibly detailed. They've got this nice little additional paint wash, as you can see there. I like how the wings are darkened on the tips, and then they've kind of just they've done this nice wash, just enough to kind of give the wings depth to them. The wings can be plugged into the back here. You'll see there's two little flaps on his back here. The idea is that you can actually just clip the wings on. I think I got that right. I'm going to clip these. No, I don't have them right. I'm just being silly. But you can clip the wings on. They're extremely stiff, unfortunately. Clip the wings on, and essentially what you have is Angel with his wings. I'll just do the other one so you guys can see him with his wings here. Make sure I got the lighting. I don't know, the lighting just seemed off for a second there. There we go. Now, I put the wings on this way in the video, and this is the correct way to do them. How I put them on in the other video, and I'm sure a lot of people have already turned this off, they're watching the old video. I put them on, let's do this. I'm just going to do this for the sake of just showing you guys here. This flap is not the easiest, unfortunately, to get on, because as soon as you start applying pressure, there we go. As soon as you start applying pressure to the wings, the flaps want to fold in. Stay still, man. Stay still. This will be over in no time. Well, you know what? I'll just do the one wing so you can see. That's essentially how I did the initial wing in the first review. And again, I was told it was the wrong way. However, I will say this as an idea. There we go. As an idea, I'm throwing it out there that while I did put them on the wrong way, yes, I know, but I think if you want to have your Angel flying, I don't know. I kind of personally, it's just a matter of preference. Depending on how I'm going to pose this guy, if I'm going to pose him standing, obviously the other wing, having the wing on the right way makes more sense. I think, though, on the other hand, if I'm going to be using, by the way, he does come with a display stand. I think personally, though, if I'm going to have him flying, I'd probably be more inclined, and just a matter of preference, I'd probably be more inclined to have the wing on the wrong way. Just because it kind of seems to, I think it just kind of seems to convey the image that he's flying a little bit more than the other one. Yes, it does probably look a little off, but I don't know. And maybe that's the reason I put it on the wrong way the first time. I think had I really been standing the figure and just looking at him, yeah, he probably would have looked wrong. But so for any new Marvel Legend collectors out there, you don't always have to necessarily go with the right way. Yes, this is the right way. But you know what? If you guys think every once in a while that something would look a little bit better the other way, I say go for it. I say go for it. In the way of his articulation, he has the articulated head. Now actually you get a lot of movement in his head, more almost than the other Marvel Legend figures, at least from this wave. You can bend the head up and down quite easily. You can have him flying, looking to the sky. He's got this shoulder articulation that's not on all figures, but I find a lot of flying figures seem to have that additional point of articulation, just so you can get a little more span with his arm. Of course, a ball jointed shoulder. You can rotate the bicep, bend at the elbow, rotate the forearm. You can bend the hand, bend the fingers, although it's only one articulated point that bends all 4 fingers. You can rotate the waist. You can bend at the torso. That's kind of a nice pose there. Oh, wait for it. Look at that, eh? Woo! Getting caught up here. He has the ball jointed legs. You can rotate the thigh. You can bend the knees at 2 points. You can rotate the feet, but again, I don't know if that's just based on the way the feet were installed. You can also bend the toe. That's a good pose for him. I am loving this. I am digging this pose. But a great figure, a decent figure. Again, I prefer the red over the blue. Some people might prefer the blue. But again, I just want to say thank you to everybody that pointed out the slip up with the initial video. And again, it just shows your passion, your heart. Getting emotional here. Your heart into what you collect. And so thank you, Shartimus Prime. Thank you for everybody that commented the first time around that I put the wings on the wrong way. A great figure though. The Angel here I'm going to give an 8 to. And whether you want to put the wing on the right way or be like Butterfingers here and put it on the wrong way, the choice is entirely yours. So that was a toy spot, a throwback on the Sentinel series. And you know what we we forgot to do? Oh man, I got so wrapped up in the Angel. Just gonna put him down for a second. The Collect and Connect piece, getting off topic here, the Collect and Connect piece that Angel also came with was of course the leg. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly snap it into place. I wanted to touch base on the figure more than anything else, but just snap the leg into place. And there we have, look at that size of it. We have a lower torso here, complete with legs. Makes up a lower torso. But we've got the impressive Sentinel. And again, great to have just on his own. You don't necessarily need the upper half. The upper half could have blown up. But looking forward to getting the rest of this guy put together. And in the meantime, I'll wrap this video up here. That was a toy spot. Today we're looking at the Marvel Legends Sentinel series Angel, and this is the red costume version of Angel. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys for another toy spot.